Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Julie Chrisley officially released from federal prison. Julie Chrisley has officially been released from federal prison. Her husband, Todd Chrisley, was released earlier this evening. All of their friends and family have been waiting for this moment for as long as they have been in prison. It took longer than they had hoped. However, they are both free and back with a clean slate. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Todd Chrisley was released earlier this evening. Todd and Julie Chrisley were in federal prison for tax evasion and fraud. Julie was sentenced to 7 years, while Todd was sentenced to 12. This was a hard time for their entire family. Their daughter, Savannah, had to take in her 2 younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe. She sent Grayson off to college, watched him graduate, and got him ready for prom, and their parents missed it all. However, Todd was released from the Pensacola prison earlier this evening. Savannah was there to pick him up whenever he was ready to go. They are going to go back to their home and reunite with the rest of their family and all of their friends. This was a big moment for everyone involved. Julie Chrisley officially released from federal prison. TMZ has reported that Julie Chrisley has officially been released from federal prison. While Savannah was getting Todd, Grayson went to get Julie. They wanted them to be able to leave as soon as possible. Julie was in a prison located in Kentucky. This is a bittersweet moment for their children. Grayson is going to take Julie home, where she and Todd can reunite for the first time in years. It has also been revealed that they are going to show all of the reunion videos on their new show on Lifetime. So, fans will get to see the raw reactions of their friends and family when they get back home. It seems as though Grayson got to pick up his mother and bring her home. Todd and Julie are going to get to reunite at their home for the first time in years. This is going to be a special moment between the two. However, it will be filmed and shown on their new Lifetime show. Fans cannot wait to see the clips of this. After nearly 2 years behind bars, Chrisley Knows Best star Julie Chrisley has officially been released from federal prison, and the world is watching with bated breath as she steps into the sunlight of freedom. Dressed in a simple gray cardigan and jeans, her hair pulled back in a soft ponytail, Julie emerged from the gates of the Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky, with the poise and calm that's become her signature. The moment was surreal. Cameras snapped. A few supporters stood nearby with handwritten signs that read, "Welcome home, Julie," and "Faith got you through." There was no grand speech, no fanfare, just a long embrace with her daughter Savannah, who had campaigned tirelessly for her mother's early release, and a few words softly spoken. God is good. A rocky road to redemption. Julie Chrisley's release marks a major turning point in the high-profile saga that has captured headlines for years. She and her husband, Todd Chrisley, were convicted in 2022 on charges of bank fraud and tax evasion, sentenced to 7 and 12 years, respectively. Julie had been quietly serving her sentence while her family kept her spirit alive with frequent updates, podcasts, and emotional social media posts. But now, with her sentence reduced due to good behavior and a shift in federal incarceration policies, Julie is free. And with that freedom comes a flood of questions. What's next for the matriarch of the Chrisley clan? Will there be a reality TV comeback? A tell-all book? Or will she retreat into private life and focus on rebuilding from the inside out? Sources close to the family say Julie has emerged from her time behind bars deeply changed, but not broken. She's still the rock. Savannah Chrisley, who assumed guardianship of her younger brother Grayson and niece Chloe during her parents' incarceration, was emotional but hopeful during a brief statement to the press. "My mom has been through hell," she said. "But she's still the rock of our family. She never stopped praying, never stopped believing, and now she's home where she belongs." According to insiders, Julie spent her time in prison focusing on faith-based programs, journaling extensively, and mentoring other inmates. "Julie became kind of a mother figure in there," said one former inmate who asked not to be named. She would sit with younger women, talk them through panic attacks, help them write letters to their families. She didn't act like a celebrity. She acted like a mom. Her reputation in prison reportedly mirrored the one fans came to love on television: warm, practical, wise, but not afraid to speak her mind. Quiet strength. Though the Chrisley brand has been tarnished by scandal, Julie's reputation has remained somewhat insulated. Even amid a storm of public opinion and federal charges, fans rallied around her. They remembered her Southern charm, her delicious family recipes, her emotional honesty, and the way she kept her family grounded, even when the spotlight got too bright. Julie was never about the glitz, said reality TV expert Clarissa Moore. She was the voice of reason in that household. Now that she's free, there's this hunger to hear from her, to understand what she's been through and how she kept her faith alive. And that might happen sooner than anyone expected. A book in the works. Rumors are swirling that Julie has already begun working on a memoir from her time in prison, with working titles like Prayers Behind Bars and Grace Under Lockdown being floated by insiders. If true, the book could offer a rare, raw glimpse into the emotional toll of incarceration and the quiet resilience it takes to survive it. Savannah, who hosts the Unlocked podcast, hinted earlier this year that her mom's voice needs to be heard and that fans should expect something powerful when the time is right. Whether that means a book, an exclusive interview, or even a Netflix-style docuseries remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure: the world hasn't heard the last of Julie Chrisley. Todd's still behind bars. Julie's release does raise an emotional complication. Her husband Todd remains incarcerated in Florida, serving a longer sentence. The couple, who once presented a picture-perfect Southern family, are now living dramatically separate lives. Julie is heartbroken to be away from Todd, a source close to the family revealed. They talk as much as they can, but nothing compares to being together. Still, she's determined to make the most of her time on the outside, to focus on her children and make things right. Indeed, Julie's first days of freedom will likely be quiet and intensely private. Family sources say she plans to reunite with Chloe and Grayson in Nashville before making any major public appearances. She doesn't want to rush, said the source. She wants to hold her children. She wants to go to church. She wants to cook in her own kitchen again. These are the little things she dreamed about every day she was away. A second chance. America loves a comeback story. And Julie Chrisley's may just become one of the most unexpected redemption arcs in recent celebrity memory. With Todd still behind bars, the spotlight now falls entirely on her. But if anyone can handle it with grace and grit, it's Julie. Already, hashtags like #WelcomeHomeJulie and #ChristleyStrong are trending on social media. Fans are sharing their favorite moments from Chrisley Knows Best, expressing excitement and support. As one fan wrote, "Julie reminded us that you can be strong and gentle at the same time. We never stopped rooting for her." Now, as the cameras fade and the reality of freedom sinks in, Julie Chrisley begins the slow, sacred work of rebuilding, of redefining who she is, outside the roles of TV star, wife, mother, inmate. Now she's just Julie, a woman who went to prison, held onto faith, and walked out standing tall. Welcome home.